and welcome to Dubrovnik.
So for this episode, I'd like to talk about traveling with friends and family, which is something I know a few people get a bit nervous about even before traveling. And I, for one, sometimes get nervous when I travel with a friend for the first time because I don't know how it's gonna go. Which is why I'm gonna share with you guys a few tips and personal stories for each one so you can have a more relaxed and enjoyable trip. So my first tip is that communication is key. It's super important to be able to communicate both before and during your trip. So for example, I once went camping with friends in Chile, and I already told them beforehand that I needed my space in the evening to be by myself, have some quality time alone. So then during the trip, in the evenings they would go out, still talk and socialize, while I would go to the tent, and they wouldn't be asking questions like, oh, but why, is everything okay? Why do you want to go to the tent? Because you already knew that that was my style. And sometimes you find things out about yourself during the trip. So you realize during the trip that you need some space for this or that, so then you can share that with your friends while you're traveling. And then my second tip is understanding that there is no right or wrong way of traveling. One of you wants to go sunbathing, the other one wants to go sightseeing. Understand that neither one or the other is right or wrong, it's just different styles. So for this one, the example I give is when I went traveling with a friend in Spain, and she likes sleeping in while I like waking up a little bit earlier. So then what we did was, we agreed that I would wake up early, go out, have my coffee, and then around 11 I'd come back to the hotel and wake her up. And then it was nice, and we could share stories about what I did that morning and go about our day. And on that note, I'd like to say it's also very important to be open to new experiences. Because maybe somebody wants to do something which initially you don't want to do, but then you can go ahead and do it with them and then find out it's something wonderful. Like when once I wanted to go to an animal sanctuary, and then the two friends of mine wanted to go to horseback riding, but then they ended up coming with me and we had a really fun time, and they really enjoyed it even though it wasn't their initial plan. And my next tip is a tip that I learned from an author called Regina Thomas Hauer, which is something that I use a lot and it's super powerful. And here I'm adapting it, of course, for traveling with friends or with family, which is, if you're really irritated with someone during your trip, get a pen, get a paper, go to the bathroom, and you write a hate note. Really get it all out, all that irritation, all that anger, which you don't want to express directly to the person. Just get it all out in a piece of paper, and it's super, super liberating, and it's incredible how it changes your perspective. And it changes your relationship with the person just to get all of that block out. So write it down on a piece of paper, and very importantly, afterwards, don't forget to rip the paper up and throw it in the toilet and flush it, because you don't want the person to read it, of course. The main point of this exercise is just to get all of that anger and irritation out of your chest and putting it somewhere else, and then letting Mother Nature take care of it. Or if you wanted to, you could also bury the paper. I sometimes do that. I'll rip it up and bury it, and so that I really feel that Mother Nature is taking care of it. And so you should really try it out, and it's super incredible the difference it makes after you do it. And after getting all of that out, remember the good thing about traveling with this person or people or family. Just the fact that you have somebody to travel with, and actually people who want to travel with you, is already something incredible. So sometimes we create this whole drama. We can be really creative with our dramas and create such incredible horror stories in our mind, even before the trip. But focus on the gratitude of actually having people to travel with, the fact that thanks to them, you're able to discover this new country or this new city, and I hope you're able to enjoy your trip together. And have you ever had experiences traveling with somebody where something went wrong? And what happened? Let me know. Email me or comment below. Let me know how things went. And if you've applied these tips, please let me know how it went. I really love to hear from you. Bye bye and see you soon.